School me on these debates that they be having about your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean?
Can we? Yeah. Can we not? Por favor.
Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too.
Shut up, man.
I like when they talk from the back and say we can't. I like that. I like that. That's good. That's even better.
You know, this interview right here that she blew off was the one chance she had to explain herself. And her producer, whoever was in the back, said, you know what, you need to pass up on this. Let's move on. And I think that was a big mistake. I think that was a big mistake because obviously no one listened to it. Now, like I said, what about the people in South Africa? Like the people over there, how come they didn't listen to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't they listen to it? No one listened to it. So you mean to tell me if you release an album somewhere else where you can stream it anywhere in the world just because you release it somewhere else, nobody over there going to listen to it? Because once you got fans, right? So what was this all about? What were they trying to feed us? Was they just trying to give us some garbage and it was really garbage and nobody wanted to hear? You know what? Let me get into the video. Yeah, leave your comments below.
American. I lived in South Africa for the first half of 2016 and the latter half of 2017. And here's what everybody's getting wrong about Tyla.
Okay.
First off, Tyla's colored. Oh, yeah.
I heard
She's
that.
colored through and through. She's not colored in one place and black in another place. She's not, she's colored. And it's an important distinction to make because being colored in South Africa versus being black in South Africa have two vastly different implications as to basically what outcomes to expect out of life. And it's specifically due to skin color or race, so to speak. Basically, the difference between America and South Africa in terms of race is unlike in America, which had the one drop rule, meaning any amount of African made you black. In South Africa, there was a separate racial classification made for mixed people. With the exception of Cape Malay people, most colored people are some sort of mix of various, corners of the globe that had migrated to South Africa during the pre-colonial periods, plus like native Khoi and San people in South Africa, plus like some kind of African, some kind of Xhosa, some kind of Zulu, or the other southern ethnic African groups that was like down there. Oh, and a little bit white, but not an exorbitant amount. A lot of people like to equate colored people in South Africa with like Creole people in the United States, and that's not what it is. Colored people are more like Latino people, specifically kind of like Dominicans, where it's like they're mixed with previous colonial powers and, another set of like almost like Asiatic, some sort of people.
So basically, if you're mixed, you're considered colored. Not black, not white, but colored.
And then a mix of like a little bit of African, but the dominant culture, the way that they constructed race at the time, stigmatized the African presence within the person's heritage, right? And in South Africa, these implications were very de jure, very stark, very overt, very much codified in law, right? If you were colored, there were very specific advantages that you had over black people, like period. And it could be as simple as passing a comb through your hair that would decide whether you lived like here or there, whether you...
That is crazy to think about, right? But it's facts. It's facts.
Right. For colored people in South Africa, bear in mind I was studying in the Western Cape. If you ask the plebeian version of me, I'll tell you they were racist. If you ask the astute, sophisticated academic that I know, I would say that colored people, due to their mixed race heritage, were by and large placed above black people in various aspects of life in South Africa, and many colored people had internalized this narrative. And a lot of colored people who do not espouse this narrative had gone through an extensive unlearning process to reach there. This idea that like, oh, don't say you're colored. Colored is a...
So y'all follow it. Y'all understand what colored is now, right? Because we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna pick it up because people are starting to finally realize what she's saying. So now that you understand that, we're gonna take it a little step further because people are now starting to wake up.
Tyla's new album flopped. And I like Tyla personally. I think what Tyla doesn't understand is America is a very diverse country. Like, we have people from all kinds of countries and nationalities. So we've seen your type. When you said you are colored and you're not black, we know you were trying to say that you're closer to white than you are to black and that you are better than us. When we tried to say that we won, you were like, no, I'm not like you people. We smell your bullshit from a mile away. So when your album flopped in America, why you think that was? What Americans don't know you. They don't listen to your music. It's us. We invited you to the barbecue, to the cookout, and you said, fuck you all. I'm not coming because I'm not like y'all.
It's starting to make sense, right? Now people are starting to put two and two together. So how you feel about the comments she made now? Let me know down in the comments how you feel about her statement.
Listening to the discourse around this Tyla conversation, I don't care about the music, I'm not here about that. The amount of South Africans in the comments of different posts claiming xenophobia towards Tyla, I find it so ironic, hilarious. Not funny, haha, hilarious, like ironically hilarious. Like, I'm sorry, are you kidding me? You're claiming xenophobia. That's y'all's bread and butter. Like, y'all do that on a daily. And again, who the cap fit, let them wear it. I'm not talking about everybody in the country. I'm not ridiculous. If you want to act like South Africa is not notorious for their xenophobic activities in the entirety of Africa, like, check your history. And I could big my chest and say this because I'm from one of the most welcoming African countries. Hell, we're notorious for letting everybody come in the door and everybody eating at a table, everybody getting a job, everybody doing whatever. South Africans are notorious and are known for not welcoming other Africans, not giving them access to healthcare, employment, all this, not letting them go up in the class. Hell. So if you guys want to make other arguments.
The thing is, people don't forget is we were sold by black people. Black people sold other black people. It ain't trying to break no. It happened. That's how the whole thing got started.
Yeah, valid. Do that. I'm just saying, stop saying xenophobia. That's not what this is. That's y'all. Y'all picking this moment to die on this. Americans are xenophobic towards Tyla Hill is quit it. Pick another hill to die on. It's not going to be the xenophobic one. You're not going to win this battle. That's it. I will not be explaining any further. Google is your friend.
I need the South Africans in my comments to make up their mind, because the way y'all are coming at me saying, oh, you'd be colored in South Africa, but then the same time turn around and tell me that colored is her ethnicity, it's her culture, it's what she is, it's her roots. Is colored a culture and an ethnicity, or is it a racial classification made up in y'all's class system to differentiate those people from dark-skinned black Africans? It's okay that you guys are still living within the caste system that was built. You guys are not even one full generation removed from it, and it's going to take a long time to get away from that. Black people in America are probably never going to lose the term black. Hopefully we lose the term African American, considering that the slaves were here for 400, 500, 600 years, and so their roots are no longer from Africa. But I really think that term was also just made up by white people to not say blacks or anymore. But yeah, black Americans, that's what they are, not African American. That's crazy, because then when an African actually comes over and then they get their citizenship, like, what are they? African Americans also? Crazy. Anyways, y'all make up your mind in the comments. Let me know. Is it a...
I tell you what, this whole Tyler situation has sparked conversation around the world. I'm going to have another mashup coming on the battle between African Americans and South Africans. And it's been a whole spark just because Tyler decided she wanted to use the word colored. And like I said, everybody is now finding out. Like, it's crazy that people didn't know stuff like this exists. I mean, it exists even in places where there aren't slavery anymore. Being lighter skin is always something that was always talked about amongst the people, no matter where you are, what family you are. If you were the blackest person in the family, they let you know. Yeah, I need to let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about Tyler and her well, I shouldn't say blowing Charlemagne off because that didn't happen. Pause, Scotty in the transporter room. They love to pause over there, but that's what happened. And basically, she's going to take a hit because her team failed to read the room. They came here and didn't really adjust. They didn't pay attention to how Americans do things. And they're going to take a hit for that. But y'all need to let me know how y'all feel about this mashup series right here with Tyla and her ignoring what was probably in her face already, but ignoring the facts. The way American life is different. It's totally different. Well, this is Peepodcove Life. And y'all need to let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about Tyler and her crazy comments. And she sparked conversation about colored and black because both places see it differently. And one use it as a construct and one don't use it because it was degrading. Let me know down in the comments, y'all. I'm out. Peepodcove Life.